Ahoy friends, welcome to Building the Alpha Dory. I'm Dan, and this is a project to build a Chamberlain racing dory from John Gardner's The Dory Book. Illustrations by Sam Manning. Today we'll be out in the shop nailing on the port side rails. Let's get out there and get to it. So I'm going to grab a couple clamps here. I've already put on some glue and already chamfered the bottom edge of the rail. Already put the bead in most of the rail and planed the bottom edge of the rail, so we should be ready to go. Oops. Don't want to get in the glue too bad. Put a little bit more glue on. Just the steel. Looks like we'll have to get out a little bit more glue for the stern layup. Actually, we're going to need more glue right now for the stem. There's still snow on the ground out there, but it's 60 degrees, so quite the day. Basically spring skiing day. Alright, well, I'm going to hold off on cleaning up the glue drips until after got this thing on, because it's going to drip more. Yeah, slippery when wet, that's for certain. Get that thing out of there. So we'll get it into place. Oh, jeekers. close to being into place anyhow. And what I want to do is match it up with the other one as far as height. Looks pretty good. So capture it there. There it goes. Make sure that I'm at the same height as the one on the other side. It actually looks like it could come up a tiny bit. Looks good. Alright. So we'll get this where it needs to be. I'll get these ones where they need to be. Okay, looking good. Yeah, time to put in some nails. Get this clamped on first, though. So solid rails are a very strong construction method. So you can see how we're binding the blocking between the frames on the outside with the shear plank and on the inside with this rail that goes the length of the boat. Looking good, hasn't moved. Tied up the stem, so good to go there. Nice. Right. So let's see. Great. Looking good. Nice. Okay, so we got the forward one on, and notice so the forward one is the one with the lap in this direction. So now putting on the one that laps on top of it is easy. And it gives you a little wiggle room one way or the other to adjust for the height at the stern. So yeah, let's do that. this is going to be the top edge of the rail here. So that's where the glue goes. And yeah, when you glue these things together, it's even that much stronger. You know, traditionally it would have been a whole bunch of nails. And so we're using ring nails, but we're also using this Tight Bond 3, which is a waterproof wood glue. And the other nice thing about these solid rails is they've got some width to them. So, you know, they're nothing like a side deck, but they're a lot wider than an open rail for sure. And so they provide a little bit of a margin. You know, if you're heeling sharply, there's a little bit more height that the water's got to go over before you start taking on water. But the big thing is they're fairly comfortable. They're wide enough to be comfortable to sit on. For you know, you wouldn't want to sit on them all day, but for a day sail, they're, you know, if you want to kind of push the boat a bit, you can hike out on these rails fairly comfortably. You know, if you're cruising, then you probably aren't sailing that energetically anyway, so you wouldn't want to sit on them all day long, but they're quite comfortable compared to some small boat rails. Let's see, so we got the glue on there. Let's get the glue on the rail. Make sure we got plenty of that going on. Get some glue in the scarf joint now as well. And so this isn't the end of the rails, this is just the inside rail. Then there's a cap rail that goes on as well. So most of what we're doing right now, except for the inner rail, won't even be seen once that cap goes on, because the cap covers all the blocking, covers the frame heads between the blocking. And just gives everything a nice finished look, so you don't even know that all those parts and pieces are in there doing their thing. Okay, so there we go with the fit. Looks good. I'm gonna get the fit on the scarf joint where I like it, and then I'll go check the transom and see if that looks good. the same place. So that's a good sign. And about here I'll bring it down to the like I was saying, we got that taper, that run out on the rails that we left them a little bit high in the ends so that they would so that they'll taper at the ends. All right. Let's nail the scarf while it's all lined up and looking good, and then yeah, let's put some nails in that. Nice. We've got a nail in here. Good spot here. I'll go back and wipe out these glue drips later. Yeah, you can water clean up until the stuff dries, so got a little bit of time with it. Okay. looking good down at the transom. Just keep going. Yeah, so that looks good. And down here where we got the rivets going in, I'll just clamp it for the moment. Good. Tight there. Yeah. Alright, let me grab that damp rag and we'll clean up the glue drips and yeah, should be good to go. So yeah, here we have it. So we're right back to nothing with the blocking at the transom, and same up at the bow, tapered off just to the inner and outer, just to the planking and the inner rail. So yeah, we're good there. And yeah, she's starting to look a bit like a boat. You could put some oarlocks in her and row her pretty much at this point, if you had some place to sit. Yeah, so next thing to do is we'll take down these inner rails to the height of the shear, and then start working on the caps. Thanks for stopping by Building the Alpha Dory. A massive thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed, and commented on the channel. Yeah, that's what this is all about. And yeah, please keep the questions, comments, snide remarks coming. That's why we do this. So yeah, have a good day, and we'll look forward to seeing you next episode.